Okay, in order to model cabinet drawers, doors, and millwork and cabinetry in general, we need interior elevations. And that's great because we've already drafted those in AutoCAD from A1, and we can use this information to this 2D information combined with the floor plan to create more 3D information. So what you do after you bring it in, the line work in, just like you would any other line work, and watch the other video for that, is you will select it and you will tap R for rotate, and then you'll tap right on the arrow pad on your keyboard and click this corner and then this corner and then pull your mouse up a little bit and then type in 90 and hit enter. That'll make it 90 degrees perpendicular to the floor. And then I'm going to move it to a place that's reasonable with what I'm modeling. And so when I'm first modeling this, I'm going to put it back on the wall. But now that I know that I'm modeling these drawers right here, I can push it flush with tapping M with my cabinets. And this is what I'm going to be modeling or using to model right here. I think it's actually a little bit over here. Great. That should line up just perfectly. I'll get rid of this fridge because it's a little distracting. So we've already used this to model the cabinetry and the waterfall cabinet here. But let's do it to model some doors and drawers. So I will make a new tag called cab doors. And I could just put under cabinets, but this is fine. And activate this layer. And the one thing to note is that when we draw these using line work, the cabinet drawers and doors in line work, we have just a line separates different doors and different panels. So that's not how it's going to be in SketchUp. So we're going to actually model a bunch of different groups. So on this, for each door, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 door groups, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawer groups. So 7 different groups here, not one group of 13 different objects, but 13 separate groups. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to draw freely. I'm going to draw, I'm not in any group, I'm not in anything. I don't want to draw within the group of this line work. Like if I did clicked into the line work, that would be bad. And I don't want to click into the cabinet because then I'd be modeling on this and they would get sticky. I don't want to do that either. I'm just modeling using this line work as a reference point, as a template. And I'm now going to tap A and click here and then click right here. Great. This is now a piece of paper on the cabinet. I will double click, group it, and then I will double click again into it so I can push it out. Let's say just an inch is fine for now. You'll need to find a reference image. Like I think IKEA has a lot of good cabinets that are easy to model. And so this is a good place to be. So like I said, if I were to take this cabinet door and then move a copy of it over here, that's exactly what's happening with my line work. Well, my line work only works in 2 dimensions. It doesn't work in 3 dimensions. So this would be flush. And then if I were to move a copy of these guys over, then this wouldn't read like cabinets. This would read like one blank wall of whatever I materialize this with. So that's not going to work. I need a gap in between each of these drawers. And so really flush cabinet doors are going to be, oh gosh, like 1/8 of an inch off. So if I just double click into this face or this group, I will select just this face and I will offset by typing F. Then I'll click onto the face again. And then I'll move my mouse inward so that it shows this offset line. And I'm not going to be willy-nilly. I'm going to type in, oh, let's see, I'll type in, we'll make it a larger gap. And so we'll make it a 1/4 inch gap. So if I make a 1/4 inch gap between each door, I need to do an 1/8 of an inch gap on each one. So I'll type in 0.125 and then do enter. And I can know if I measure this, it says, look at that, 1/8 of an inch, it's great. And now I will push this back in so that it clips away. So I'll tap P and then click and then go all the way to the edge. And essentially I just trimmed out the edge of that. Just like I would have trimmed in a window, it's the same function. Like if I do this and I punch a hole through here by pushing it through until it's flush. See, I punched a hole through it like that. Same operation, except with the offset tool. I'm going to push all the way back until it says on face or on edge, and then let go, and it'll trim it away. Now, when I move a copy of this door over to this corner, I'll move it from this reference point of this corner. So copy M, Control, click that corner, and then I click this corner. Check it out. There's a nice little 1/4 inch gap between here, so that when this renders or just reads from SketchUp exports, then there'll be some nice volume in between, and it will read like a really nice, it'll read realistically according to the IKEA cabinets that we're modeling from. So same thing's going to happen with the drawer up here. Let's go ahead and call those doors and drawers. Great. Then I will tap A, and draw the whole thing. Draw the whole thing, double click, group, click into it, pull it out an inch or just match the edge of this face. And then with this face active, just this face active, tap F, click and drag in and type 0.125, enter, and then push this all the way to the back until it goes away. Beautiful. That's gonna look really nice. It's gonna look really, really nice. Now from here, I can just move a copy of these all the way down. These should be equidistant or equal sizes all the way down. And then I will complete my cabinet doors and drawers, which will look really good. And they're sitting really nice. The only next thing to do now is to model drawer pulls or door pulls. So I can, if I have a really simple one, I can just draw a rectangle at probably 1/2 inch by 5 inches. It's probably good. And group that. And it's okay if we keep this on cabinet doors and drawers. I'll rotate this 90 degrees down, R, click, click 90, and just move this over. Always move on the plane you want to move it on, right here. Looks pretty good. And double click, pull it out, oh, I don't know, 1.5 inches. Oh, it's way too much. Just 3/4 inch will be fine. And then from here, if I want to make this nice and symmetrical, I will offset this by 1/4 inch. I can delete this line and draw lines all the way over here because I need to make a fully clipped plane within there. So now I can select either one of these, and I just used lines to do that. Now I can push this away and it will go away. And now I've got a nice cabinet door pull that is right on there, and I can give that a nice texture. So let's do that. Let's go to architectures. Let's do category metal. This is fine, stainless steel, just moving fast. And we will color that. And I will actually match the cabinet from here from this wildly textured paint to do the doors right here. Cool. Now I can mirror this over by clicking it and typing this Curic mirror, which you downloaded from this warehouse. Tap Control to move a copy of it along the midpoint of the drawer above it. Click, and it's there. And then if I can move a copy of it up, rotate it 90 degrees, and move it from its midpoint to the same midpoint of that. And look at that. Now we have cabinets and drawers. There you go.